After spawning in on day 1, I got a book that introduced me to the mod a little bit more, but I didn't really need it because I just decided I would go into this completely blind. So after disposing of the book, I collected some wood, made a pickaxe, and went down into a nearby cave to collect some stone. After collecting about 19 pieces of stone, I exited the cave and made some stone tools such as a sword and a pickaxe. But unfortunately for me, it was already turning nighttime and I didn't have a bed, so this unfortunately led to the first death of the world. How do I... Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm just dead. Ah! My first death was to a skeleton. God, I hate skeletons. And unfortunately, only a few minutes later, I would die a second time to the exact same thing. I'm dead. Yep, that's me dead. Again, bruh. Okay. How? God, bro, I hate skeletons so much. After dying twice within the first 30 minutes of recording, I was starting to worry what the future of this world may hold. After I had been boating for a while, I came across this very terrifying encounter. Wait, did something bite my boat? Holy crap, that's a moray eel! Ow! Ow! That's a moray eel, bro, chill! That's at 4 hearts of damage! Safe to say I got out of there as fast as I physically could. After making it back to land, still on day 2, I ended up finding a village. But really all I got from this village was a blue bed, a furnace, 4 emeralds, 4 bread, and the iron from the iron golem. Nothing really else happened. But using the iron from the iron golem, I was able to make an iron pickaxe. But on the same day, I did end up finding a ruined portal with 4 obsidian, which would complete the portal if I wanted to go to the nether. But I decided I did not want to go to the nether yet. On day 4, I ended up finding a village with a blacksmith in it, but the blacksmith didn't have that good of loot. Okay, not that. Mid at best blacksmith. Really, the only thing I got out of this village was 2 blast furnaces and the iron from the iron golem. Using the golden iron that I had collected, I made a golden apple, an iron sword, as well as a shield and some boots. After traveling a little bit more, I ended up finding a ruined portal with 6 obsidian inside of it. On day 5, I ended up finding my 3rd village at this point, and all I did was kill the iron golem and steal the villager's bread. But I also found a pink sheep. What the? No way, no chance. So I did the only thing I could think to do with it. I killed it. But then I made some iron pants. But while digging down to try and find a cave, I ended up finding this instead. Oh my god. I got out of there very swiftly. On day 7, I ended up finding another ruined portal with another piece of obsidian inside for my 7th piece of obsidian. Using the gold from the ruined nether portal, I made my 4th golden apple. Still on day 7, I found yet another village, which basically went the same as all the others. Kill the iron golem and steal the villager's riches. And on day 8, I found a ruined nether portal with some broken, weird-looking lava, and also 4 obsidian in the chest. After 8 days of travel, I finally found a cave suitable enough for diamonds, so I went down into the cave and found a mine shaft. And in this mine shaft, I ended up finding 2 golden apples in 2 different chests, which I thought was pretty cool. And I stayed in this cave all the way until day 11. I stayed in this cave for 3 days, just mining diamonds and getting all the way up to a total of 26 diamonds. So here's all the diamond finds plus some extra stuff. There's another var vein. Oh, the 6 vein should be a diamonds, and I'm running. I have to kill these. I also ended up finding a Plot 1 book and a golden apple in a minecart chest. And on day 11, I started making my way back up to the surface. After making my way to the surface, I immediately went right back down into a cave. But at least while I was in this cave, I was able to find one of Minecraft's rarest blocks, so that was pretty cool. On day 12, I ended up finding a shipwreck, and I collected the buried treasure map. And here is all the footage I have of the hunt for it. Well, most of it. I hope you enjoy it. But after digging around for a while and not finding anything, I eventually gave up. And about a few hundred blocks later, I ended up finding an azalea tree, which I went down into and found some diamonds, a notch apple, which I was pretty hyped for because I got it from a minecart chest, some more diamonds, and some more diamonds. But these diamonds would end up being the last diamonds I collected because I eventually left the cave and because I didn't want to be down there. On day 15, I ended up finding a village, but this one had a trade that I actually really wanted to do. So I went to the river and started collecting some clay so I could trade with the villagers. And after a full day of just mining clay, I was able to reap the rewards and get the Sharpness 2 sword. And finally, on day 22, I made myself a full set of diamond armor. And on day 22, I started building my very first base, but I needed to flatten out an area, so. And after 5 days of building, I was able to complete the flooring and the area for my first base. Now the observant of you would be questioning, why is it 5 days forward and why do I have 10 blaze rods? Well, being the idiot that I am, I thought I had clicked record when I didn't click record going into the nether. So I went through the entire process of finding another portal and getting blaze rods without recording the entire thing. So I hope you can believe me, but if you don't, I understand. But I had to go back to the nether anyways to collect ender pearls, so I went back to the nether, and on day 35, I ended up finding a warped forest biome, and I started the slog and grinding for an ender pearls. And on day 36, I had collected my last ender pearl, and I started heading back to the portal and made my way through it and back to the overworld. On day 43, I made a compass and attached it to a lodestone that I had found in a ruined portal chest so I would never lose my base again. On day 44, I kidnapped 2 villagers from the neighboring village to start resetting them for. And that's exactly what I did. I reset this guy's trade, which felt like forever. But finally, on day 47, I got what I was looking for.
The lowest space at total. Oh my god!
Yes!
So wishy-washy is.
Oh my god, bro. Mending for 14 I can do. I just gotta go sell a whole bunch of wheat. So, on day 47, I locked in the mending trade. But unfortunately, the next 14 days of footage got corrupted, and I was sadly unable to save it. But I can basically sum it up to I just flattened out an area across the river for a new base idea that I had. I'm sorry that this happened again, but it just happens, unfortunately. So for the base idea that I had, I needed to collect quite a bit of wood, and I thought I would need like 5, maybe 6 stacks. Oh, how wrong that estimate was. So from days 61 to 62 to 63, all I did was just collect logs. And after collecting about 6 stacks of logs, I started building up the walls. But after placing down all of the logs, I only got about halfway through, so I needed to go collect more logs. So, after realizing this, on day 64, I started collecting more. But this went on to day 65, and then on day 66, I finally started building up the wall again. But for the design I had in mind, I needed spikes, so I started building up in random places along the wall to add the spike effect. But I still needed to collect more wood, so on day 67 I collected more wood all the way from day 67 to day 68. And finally, still on day 68, I started building the spikes again. So, yeah. And finally, on day 68, I finished building the wall, but I needed some of the logs to be stripped, so I started stripping some of the logs. Wait, hold on, pause. Then, on day 69, funny number, I started building an entrance, because, you kind of need an entrance for it to be a base. Then, on day 70, I had finally finished building the entrance, but I didn't like how the iron door looked, so I removed the iron door and replaced it with a wooden one. After that, I started building a storage room for the base because I hold on to quite a few items that I don't really need. But, unfortunately, while placing down the glass, this really unfortunate thing happened. I'm guaranteeing it, that one piece of glass is gonna matter. I knew it. Oh my god, that's so annoying, bro! Are you kidding me? But after that, I started building up the roof and finished the windows. So, it all. On day 72, I took the villagers from my base along with the lodestone because I would need this in my other base. And I also took down the nether portal to move it also to my new base. So, And then finally, during the nighttime, I made the villagers back to the base because I live across the river from that base. And then I started building them a new little villager trading hall. It's not permanent, but it will make do for now. Still on day 73, I ended up building a utility area for like my furnaces and crafting tables because I would end up needing these. I finished up with the utility area on day 74, and for the lodestone, I had a fun idea that would involve me building something, so I got right to that. I started building a fountain like you would find in a village because I've always found those fountains to be like really interesting. So I built that and then spent way too long trying to make a circle that's even around the fountain. On day 75, I kidnapped a villager from the nearby village so I could have a protection for villager. While I waited for him to grow up, I built myself a farm so I would have access to wheat and carrots to trade with my farmer villager. Using some bone meal, I was able to expand the farm quite a bit. And then on day 82, I started resetting the villagers' trades. And after a few days of resetting his trades, I got what I was looking for. Dude, I got fire protection 1 for 6. I got fire protection 4 for 16. How is fire protection 1 17? Oh my god, 17! Oh my god, I just got it for 17 emeralds. Oh my god, that's crazy. After getting protection 4, I decided to go to the nether to collect some ancient debris to work towards getting a full set of netherite armor. But while doing this, I realized I didn't have an ingot, but I still decided to collect the ancient debris just so I had it, just in case I ever got one. And lucky me, on the way down, I ended up finding some. So here's a montage of all the bed bombing and ancient debris that I ended up finding. And if you are wondering if I ended up dying here, yes, I did end up dying. But I got my stuff back, so it worked out in the end. After that, I decided to leave the nether so I wouldn't die again. But not even a day later, I would come back to get some levels to add protection to all of my armor pieces. And after getting 15 levels, which would be enough to add protection 4 to 3 of my armor pieces, I decided to leave the nether. So I added protection 4 to my chest plate, my helmet, my pants, and my boots after doing some villager trading to get the last few levels and the last few protection books for full prop. And on day 89, I started traveling to the stronghold to defeat the Ender Dragon. And on day 90, I finally found the spot where the stronghold was, so I started digging down to get to it. So after digging down for about 100 blocks, I was able to find the stronghold and get into it. So after wandering around for inside the stronghold for a little bit, I finally was able to find the portal, so I placed in the eyes and jumped in. And I'm going to leave this end fight completely unedited so you get the full picture of what I was going through. So, here you go. This was completely untouched by me. Enjoy. Let's go. Why are you already mad at me, bro? There's 2. Leave me alone, bro. I just want to fight the Ender Dragon. No! Come on, I'm so close. I finally made it to the end. I did not look at you. He got rid of my water. Oh my god, I can't defend against the Enderman now. He destroyed my water. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Now I can't clutch. Dude! Could you not? I'm dead. What am I supposed to do? He can do that? Stop it. Dude, what am I... How is he hitting me? No. Ow. Come on. No! He's below half. Come on. I'm so close, please. Perch again, bro. Perch. No, don't heal. No. He's perching. Come on. We got this. This is easy. Easy wins. Come on. No! Is he perching again? No. No, stop healing. Yes, perch. Yes. Come on. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, I did it. Let's go. Screw you, Ender Dragon. Let's go. I did it. After collecting the dragon egg, I decided to go through an end gateway portal to collect an elytra. So I made my way through that and started wandering around on the end gateway island. And I stayed on this island throughout the whole adventure. I did not place a single block to bridge. But after a little bit, I finally saw the shape of an end city, and I saw the bridge that led to an end ship, so I knew this one had an elytra. So I started building up to the end ship. I killed the shulker guarding it, looted the chests, and took the elytra from the end ship. After doing that, I made my way back to the regular end island and made my way through the portal to the overworld. After making my way back to the overworld, I found a spot for the dragon egg, so I placed it down right in front on the fountain. So the first thing you see when you walk through the door is the dragon egg. After that, I decided to enter the nether to collect the last few ancient debris that I would need to get full netherite armor. So, yeah. So after surviving on half a heart, I decided that was enough mining, and I left the overworld, and I left the nether to go right back to the overworld. But I came right back to the nether because I realized I needed a netherite upgrade to upgrade my armor to netherite. And after wandering for a little bit, I finally found what I was looking for, being a bastion. And after entering the bastion, I found the treasure room and found a netherite upgrade for my armor. So I left the nether, going back to the overworld. After that, I started strip mining so I could find the diamonds that I would need to duplicate the netherite upgrade to get enough netherite upgrades. So after doing that, I made my way back to my home and started duplicating the netherite upgrades with the diamonds that I had just collected. Alrighty, now I need to go get iron. But before getting full netherite armor, I decided I was going to decorate my base a little. So I went to the nearby cherry blossom biome to collect some cherry blossom saplings to plant around my base in different spots where they would actually grow. Because if you place them too close together, then they won't grow. But after doing that, I started upgrading all of my armor to netherite. So after doing that, on day 99, I got this sick clip of me holding my netherite sword along with all of my netherite armor, which I was pretty happy about because I had actually not gotten netherite by myself. So I also took a screenshot with me and my new shield. And yeah, and I decided to decorate my base more, so I went back to the nearby village to collect all of their fences because I decided I was going to build some lamp posts around my base to light up the area instead of just placing torches everywhere. And during the night of day 99, I started building up the lamp posts around my base. And still in the night, I decided to bone meal some of the trees so that they would actually grow whenever I got the final shot. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe because this video took me forever to make. It took quite a while to edit because, you know, it's 16 hours of footage that I spread up across like multiple weeks. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And as always, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, everybody. Bye.